Jolord Sheikh, the academic and expert in geostrategic affairs. Good morning, doctor. I would like to welcome you and
Good
greet
morning.
you. India is insisting to support the international cooperation and the engage between the communities in order to preserve the culture. What is the significance of Indian hosting this session, the 46th session?
Well, as far as India is concerned, India has always worked with multilateral forums, multilateral bodies for multilateral issues and culture and heritage. These are the things which do not have any borders. So it links entire humanity, and linking entire humanity is one of the mission of India and government of India. And this also shows when this event is taking place, when this session is taking place in New Delhi, it shows the rising stature of India in the international circles. And we should not also forget that there are three or four countries in the world: India, China, Egypt, old Mesopotamia, or Iraq and Iran. These are the five places on the earth in the entire human history which have most of the cultural sites which are very important for the human growth. And if you want to link the dots of the human growth, you can't ignore them, and India is one of them. So when all these events are taking place in India, I am optimistic that outcomes will be good.
Yes, of course, we hope that India has also donated with $1 million for UNESCO. How this donation will support in the technical support and to preserve these heritage sites.
Well, there are many aspects in which these donations are being used. One is research and development, research in field of what's laying beneath and how to preserve it. What we have mentioned as the technically recognized site, how to make sure that these things are preserved. Then climate change is there, so we have to go technologically and also to research how to maintain this site so that least harm is there. Plus, one more big thing is that the conflict zones. There are many conflict zones in Africa. There is a big conflict zone in Gaza. There is a conflict zone in east of Europe, in Ukraine, and these all places consist of UNESCO heritage sites. So we have to spend money. The global body has to spend money in order to protect these sites. And what, like we have seen in case of Aleppo, the Aleppo was almost destroyed in that war between ISIS and Syrian army, and now you have to rebuild it in order to preserve it. So you need a lot of money. India is supporting, but other countries should also give their fair share, and that money is being utilized in staff, in research and development, in preserving, in reconstruction of the sites. And I think that other countries will also support.
How many Indian sites in the World Heritage List is there new sites are going to be listed?
Well, there are 42 sites right now which are listed in UNESCO heritage sites, and two are on the table. And I'm optimistic that two of them, one in the state of Karnataka down south in India, and one in the state of West Bengal, which is east of India. There are two sites which are on the table, and in the last session in Saudi Arabia, they were actually put in the consideration list, and now I think they will be listed. The two major sites will be listed this time, and also 27 global sites are there which are on the table to be listed. Two of them are Indian.
The World Heritage List include about 1,119 heritage sites among other 186 countries. What are the advantages these sites acquire when they are listed in the list?
Well, the listed sites, first of all, they get global recognition, and with the global recognition comes money for their conservation. With the global recognition comes tourism, and when tourism is there, the local government, the local authority, the national authority want to preserve them because they get a foreign currency and earning due to them. There is a twofold benefit. Number one, you get international money for the heritage building and heritage restoration, and number two, you get actually popped up on the world map of tourism, and tourists start coming when you are listed. So these two are the major benefits.
By speaking about the World Heritage sessions, you only hold in only one time in a year. Is that enough, or we need to have more than one session in the year in order to consider all the applications?
See, you can have 10 sessions, but the primary thing is that the multilateral organizations must talk to each other, because this is not just the case of UNESCO. If there is a conflict, if there is a war going on, then they have to also talk the apex body of United Nations, because without apex body or UN Security Council support, they can't go in those regions. They have to talk with other financial institutions for money supply, for additional money benefits, and all those things. So and also there are local governments and national governments. So I think one session is enough if whatever has been decided is taken seriously, the money is being allocated by the respective countries what they have promised on time, and is utilized properly, and the multilateral institutions work properly in coordination with each other. Without coordination with other structures, UNESCO can't function by itself.
Yes, we are going to follow with you all the updates after the end of this meeting. Thank you so much, Dr. Joller, the academic and expert in
Thank
geostrategic affairs. Thank